So, the ex-New York Republican Congressman, old George Santos, pleading guilty a short time ago. Federal charges. He was facing 23 counts related to fraudulent activity during his House campaign, accused of lying about just about everything. His education, his work history, you name it, this guy lied about it. They expelled him from Congress last year. NewsNation correspondent Caitlyn Becker is live in New York covering all of this, joins us from the courthouse. All right, take us through it. Caitlyn, what happened in court today?
Well, George Santos pleaded guilty to 2 felony counts. That is a lot less than the 23 felony counts he was facing in a superseding indictment, so this plea quite a bit less. The 2 specific counts he pleaded guilty to, Connell, were wire fraud and aggravated identity theft. Now, these specifically had to do with a program party scheme, and this was back in 2022 when he was running for Congress. Essentially, he and his co-conspirator, Nancy Marks, who was his campaign treasurer, who also pleaded guilty previously, concocted this scheme to sort of inflate his campaign coffers so that he could hit certain benchmarks within the National Committee to receive money from the committee. So he needed to make it seem like his campaign was financially viable, which he did, and he pleaded guilty to this by using the names and identities of 10 other people and essentially pretending as if they donated to his campaign. So that was his guilty plea right there, Connell. And I can tell you, he has not been sentenced yet. However, he was ordered to pay restitution, and the number is very high. $749.97. So a little bit less than $375,000. Now, Connell, he spoke in court. He seemed very nervous. His voice was shaky. He kind of spoke a mile a minute. The judge actually had to stop him and slow down. And at one point, he did say that he accepted responsibility and wrongdoing. But Connell, we're going to get this video to you as soon as we can. He just walked out of court and addressed the media in tears.
Right. Oh, he did? Wow. Jail time, or do we know about, it's 2 counts instead of 20-something, but he could still go to jail, or do we not know?
He could. Yeah, he could still go to jail. Now, the sentencing has not been decided yet, but we're looking at a possible max sentence here of 75 to 87 months in prison. Now, if he is sentenced to prison time and it's less than 95 months, he is not allowed to appeal. So if he gets more than that, he can appeal this decision, but he is not allowed to appeal if he gets less than 95 because he accepted essentially this entire plea deal. So that will happen at a later date, but he has 30 days to pay that nearly $374,000 of restitution.
All right, Caitlyn, thanks. George Santos, we'll try to get the video of him crying at the courthouse on in a few minutes if we can. Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.